Hello everyone, Tara Fleming here. I'm a level 2 QHHT practitioner and I work out of Nova Scotia, Canada. If you'd like a session with me, just the website's in the description. Anyways, so I haven't done anything for a month, and so I'm going to quickly do two of my channeled messages that I received through meditation today. The first one is it's when how to deal with someone who has an opposing view than you. So yeah, that's not always a fun experience, and most of the time I just try to not talk, which I've been told in the stage we're in with our evolution and consciousness rising, I'm supposed to be talking, which is why I'm doing these videos. Not because I necessarily really want to be out here doing this, sharing my view, with people thinking I'm crazy. I've just always kept this to myself. I always just thought most of the stuff that I was told through dreams and meditation was kind of like common sense, like the law of one. It seemed pretty simple. If we're all made up of energy, it's all the same thing. We're all one. So I always thought that was strange when people would say, oh, boundaries on Earth. Well, if you're polluting one waterway on Earth, but you can stop it from traveling to another section, I always just thought it was hilarious. I'm like, okay, you do you. And anyway, that's a side thing. But so I'm doing this, and I hope you enjoy some of these channeled messages. If you do, like and subscribe, and that way more people will see these videos. Anyways, so the first one, as I said, is going to be about how to deal with somebody who has opposing views than you. Maybe not shooting them like the Charlie Kirk thing that happened. That's not a good reaction. All right, that's a perfect example of a bad thing. Don't do that. And the next video I have is it's about the psyop. Curiosity killed the cat. I really actually enjoyed this message because it was just quite playful and yet very enlightening. All right, so I'm reading out of my journal. Okay. When you see someone who has opposing views, instead of focusing on those views, which are just distractions, okay, instead remember that they just want the same basic things that you do. To have a full belly, a home, and the safety and security that comes from the structure built with love. That's another one of my channel messages, the structure built with love. They may be making their decisions based out of fear rather than love. So in this case, instead of letting your ego run the show by trying to explain why they are wrong and why you are right, ask yourself, what is the most loving way you can respond? For example, and now this example they gave me is way left field, and I'm like, that you obviously haven't been on Earth. Like, there's no way in this case you'd be able to do this, like, on Earth. But here it is. This is what I got, so this is what I'm sharing. For example, say someone slaps you. Instead of fighting back, you could say, I'm sorry your rage has brought you to the point of lashing out at me, but I still love you and only wish you the best on this journey. See what I mean? Like, there's no way and you're going to say that. I think they went to the extreme to kind of get their point across, which would make sense. The thing to remember is you can't control, nor should you, anyone, but you can control your reactions. So that's the first message I got about opposing views. And the second message I got is the curiosity killed the cat, psyop. Okay, so here it is. Why did the cat have to die when in reality, curiosity very rarely kills? Instead, curiosity most often results in discoveries, and discoveries result in new creations. Yeah, that's true. Note, every single discovery was because someone was curious. So we are only able to create if we are curious. When is the first time? Okay, yeah, when is the first time an individual hears the phrase, curiosity killed the cat? It is when they are children. The brainwashing starts early. That is crazy. Yeah, like when you think about it, the first time people hear phrases like that, it's like you want to keep your child safe, and so you want to keep them, kind of confined and protect them, which is probably the absolute worst thing you could do, like confining your child and not letting them explore and be children. It's like awful. So you say, curiosity killed the cat. Don't be curious at that and start walking down there or looking at that or pulling at that or poking at that. Don't be curious because you want them to be safe, which is totally the wrong thing. It's a matter of supervision is good. Supervision, basically. And knowing, like, if you have a small child, it's like why they put those things in the electrical outlet so they can't poke a knife in them. Like, there's certain things you can do at certain ages, but after a while when they know, then you don't have to. You can let them be curious, right? Anyway, so it starts early. This is another example of humans being creators. It is pretty easy to see all the psyops when you understand what to look for. Anything that tries to instill fear is a psyop. It may not be a huge, elaborate plan. It may only be a seed planted like the phrase, curiosity killed the cat. And that's it. All right, so I hope you all have a lovely day, and good luck on your journeys. Take care.